I actually visited my favorite 100 views of Edo drawn by Hiroshige Ando, and what the scene is like now. 028 Gotenyama Hills in Shinagawa is a view of the direction of Gotenyama, that is, the current direction of Osaki, from a little south of the Yatsuyama Bridge overpass in the south of Shinagawa Station, which is famous for Hakone Ekiden. First of all, I prepared a map of the time to confirm the location. Considering the road conditions that are still the same, try tilting the hole so that the north is on top. The river that flows from left to right is the Meguro River. The slightly thick and yellow road that runs from top to bottom is the Ukiyo-e. At the intersection of the Ukiyo-e and the Meguro River, the area on the left is the current Kakushimbamba Station. I put a red gradation in the place that would be Hiroshige's point of view. You can see the words Gotenyama, Sakurano famous place. I overlaid the modern Apple map on this. It looks like the view from the condominiums in the south of Shinagawa Joshi Gakuen on the current Daiichi Keihin National Highway. Since I don't understand the situation at that time on this map, it may be a little off, but I tried to cover the light blue of the sea and the red Ukiyo-e at that time on the modern map. This Gotenyama was a hill overlooking Shinagawa Minato, which prospered alongside Asakusa Minato, when Otojukan set up the castle during the Koroku era, 1457-1460, before entering Edo Castle. After that, after Ieyasu Tokugawa entered Edo Castle, Gotenyama Castle was called Shinagawa Goten and was a resting place for successive shoguns' falconry. However, in February 1702, the palace was destroyed by a fire that broke out at Taisoji Temple in Yatsuyama. Since then, it has not been rebuilt, and the 8th shogun Yoshimune transplanted about 600 Yoshino cherry trees to this lawn mountain, and Gotenyama was maintained as a famous place for cherry blossoms with an area of 11,500 tsubo, 38,016 square meters. In the 6th year of Ka, 1853, Perry arrived from the United States and asked the shogunate to open the country, and the Edo shogunate felt threatened by this, and 11 to 12 Daiiba batteries were off the coast of Shinagawa for the direct defense of Edo. I made a plan to build battery. Construction is proceeding at a rapid pace, and by the time Perry arrives for the second time in 1854, the total construction cost will be about 750,000 ryos, about 2.25 billion to 3 billion yen, and the first, second, third, fifth, and sixth Daiiba battery is completed. At this time, because it was easy to transport, the soil used for landfill was procured by cutting down Gotenyama and the Takinawa Yatsuyama that connects to it. In addition, there is a record that Takinawa-dori on the Ukiyo-e was closed during the day and a detour was used for that purpose. Perhaps because of the effect of Odaiba, the Perry fleet returned from off Shinagawa to Yokohama and landed there, but in Shinagawa, supported by the Odaiba development economy, it showed a great economic excitement, while the citizens of Edo, the famous place for cherry blossoms, which is a place of relaxation, has been greatly reduced. This Hiroshige painting depicts a famous place for cherry blossoms that This is a detailed map of Shinagawa in 1884. You can clearly see the position and condition of Daiiba Battery. Today, Daiiba number 3 is open to the public as Daiiba Park under the Rainbow Bridge, and Daiiba number 6 remains next to it instead of being connected to the ground. Gotenyama Daiiba was built at the foot of Gotenyama instead of the 4th Daiiba, which was cancelled on the way, but it is now being reclaimed and is now Shinagawa Ward Daiiba Elementary School, Daiiba Nursery School and housing. Let's take a closer look at Hiroshige's paintings from above. First of all, the green pine and the cherry blossoms of different colors are drawn as if nothing had happened. It seems that the common people of Edo are gathering and enjoying the cherry blossoms together. If you look in the middle, you can see that the cherry blossom garden is a steep cliff. People climbing the zigzag slope to see the cherry blossoms are also depicted. On the right, Some people are walking along the cliff in the direction of Yatsuyama. At the bottom of the picture, maybe a river created after removing the soil, a bridge is built, and some people walk from the Takeda area to see the cherry blossoms. Well, I actually went to this place, but I can't see it at all because it's surrounded by buildings. It seems that the common people are looking at the remaining cherry blossoms in the picture. The Gotenyama Trust Tower is visible in the back, and the Gotenyama Garden is in the foreground. This is the direction of the Myanmar Embassy, which turned its point of view to the west. This photo shows Hiroshige's point of view from the top of the mountain. The front is the Shinkansen and JR railroad tracks, which correspond to the cliff drawn by Hiroshige. This is a photo of going down the cliff and looking toward Kawasaki on the old Takeda. At that time, this left side was the sea. I tried to fit the current photo into the actual picture. There is no point in putting the walls of the building, so I put in a picture of Gotenyama Garden. In any case, there is no vestige of that time. In the 7 Edo souvenirs, which are said to have been drawn by Hiroshige during the Kei era, the scenery drawn from the top of Gotenyama where the soil was taken is left. The explanation of this picture says something like this: I had drawn the same picture before, but after that, the shogunate carved the soil of Gotenyama and built Daiichi in the sea to prevent Kurofune. As a result, the appearance has changed from before, so it is said that I drew this picture again for reference. However, Daiichi battery is not drawn in this picture. The original picture of this picture has the seal of the picture of Hiroshige brush. At the 53rd Meiji Shozu in the second year of Ansei, which published 100 famous views of Edo, I drew Gotenyama scene from the opposite side in the same way. However, this time, along with the houses in Minami Shinagawa, Edo Bay and several completed Daiichi battery are drawn. However, at 100 famous views of Edo, a new Gotenyama that emphasizes cliffs is drawn from the seaside. Even if it is sharpened considerably, it will not change as a famous place for cherry blossoms, and it is said that this new cliff itself is a new famous place. Why didn't Hiroshige draw a distant view of the sea from the top of the mountain? I think that I may have been scolded by the shogunate for drawing up to Daiichi for military purposes at the 53rd Meiji Shozu. Just in March of the third year of Ansei, when this painting was published, Hiroshige himself dropped his hair and changed the seal of the painting from Hiroshige painting to Hiroshige brush. Hiroshige might have thought that a new era that would soon come was coming to this country and to himself.